Rusty tools from workshops around the world are being brought back to life thanks to the dedication of one man. From his suburban shop, Mike Subritzky is not only building a connection with past woodworkers, but inspiring future ones. Tony Jones met him.
In his Northcote workshop, Mike Subritzky has the capacity to go time travelling, and he's got just the tools to do it.
André Roubaud was a famous French cabinet maker in the 17th century. And so these planes here with this style, they date from 1600 to 1750.
The shop is a celebration of craftsmanship from bygone eras. Mike runs the tool restoration business with wife Mari.
You don't very often see that many nice planes in one spot.
There's also Rocky, a cross Staffy Great Dane. That's a story in itself. But as for the stories behind these pieces, they can slowly be unearthed.
When you see a tool that's got multiple dates stamped into it or multiple owners' names, you just feel it's like a tangible connection to the past. It's a bit like a baton relay. We don't ever own these things really, we're just custodians for a little while.
These tools couldn't be more removed from the click and collect culture of today. Tools that have been rescued from rusty old sheds and garages that might have once been a refuge for grandfathers.
Definitely people are more aware of it, and I think the internet and probably social media has sort of driven that to some extent, so that people are a little bit more educated that there is a good tool underneath sometimes that rusty thing that's in the shed. It just needs a bit of love, a bit of a clean, and it will come up like new, and better than new in some cases.
With Melbourne again in the grip of lockdown, woodworking is enjoying a whole new wave of interest. Tinkering is again a pastime, and not just for those grandfathers.
We have a lot of parents come in here looking for tools that they can use with their children and show them how to do stuff.
To walk around this shop, it's hard to get a handle on just what it is. Part shrine, part school. But there's nothing part-time about the passion of the man who runs it. This is one you're restoring at the moment, is it?
That's correct. That one's unrestored. And underneath all that grime and rust is a lovely, lovely handsaw.
Old-time chippies love to impart their wisdom. Measure twice, cut once has long held many a novice in good stead. In fact, there's plenty of these gems that can be drilled into the memory bank.
Don't be afraid to have a go at it. Don't be afraid, and don't be afraid, learn from your mistakes. If you make a mistake once, that's learning. If you make it twice, you've got to think about what you're doing.
There's also that old saying, a man is only as good as his tools. And thanks to the restoration work of Mike, there's now plenty of good man and woman working wonders. Tony Jones, 9 News.